Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season. Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. This is the Oklahoma State alum, Chris Carson. It'll go as a loss of 3 right away, and it's second down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know, you know better than I, he has the ability to take over a game, so what do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels.
And right away, he lost the football. And now the Rams have got it, going the other way. And that will set him up in excellent shape. First and goal at the 9-yard line.
With no running backs in the backfield to help pass protect, all the receivers in their patterns, it's going to be hot routes. If they sense a blitz or pressure on the quarterback, they've got to be prepared to break routes off early and get the football. In this case, never even had a chance. They popped the ball free in the backfield.
The defense gets him the ball via the turnover. Now can this offense cash in? First and goal. And from the 9, they get this to the 5-yard line. So that run gets them about halfway home.
Yeah, it's now second and goal. The end zone beckons. It looms. They can do whatever they want. Full playbook. Run it again, or they can go play action and try and put it in that way.
And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's second and goal. Now Goff will hand this one to Gurley. Give him right around 4 on the carry. We'll see if they want to keep pounding here on third and goal. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on third, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that second down is the time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
A bad time for a false start penalty as they're backed up now for third and goal. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. 4 yards, that gets him close to the goal line, but it also brings up a 4th and goal. The offense is staying out there. Here we go on 4th and goal from the 1. Here we go. It's Gurley. And not only will he not get in, he's going to lose yardage. They stuff him back at the 4. Gurley unable to punch it in on 4th and goal. And the Seahawks able to come up with a goal line stand. Now Bridgewater. And his throw's going to be incomplete. The intended receiver was DK Metcalf, but it'll be second down. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Near the goal line, Bridgewater. And he's going to lose yardage back to his own 1-yard line. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up third down. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. They'd like to avoid punting from their own end zone so they could use something here on third down. Out of his end zone, Bridgewater. Looking for Lockett, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 13, and he will score. Touchdown, LA. So a dangerous pass over the middle into zone coverage, and it bit him hard.
And what's really difficult when you throw it in that direction and versus that zone, that means the linebackers have gotten to their spot, gotten their heads back around, and they can see the quarterback and everything in front of them. And they took big advantage of it, went the other direction. Excellent blocking, and picked up a touchdown.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis. Now, the first play of the drive there is incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Here's Carson. And this may be a carbon copy as he'll again be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. On 3rd down, Bridgewater. That's into the hands of his tight end, Will Dissly. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 11 yards there and a first down for Seattle. He missed on his first 3 passes, was 0 for 3. Now gets a connection. Maybe that'll get him going. Yeah,
it wasn't a time for panic, but there was some concern because once you start in a certain pattern, you're wondering, can you get out of it? And that flips the other way, too, when you're throwing it really well. In this case, now he's got his first completion. They think he might be off to the races.
Bridgewater. This one into the hands of Metcalf. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. So the contact came before the ball got there, and the flag is thrown.
Timing is everything, isn't it? And it's so hard to cover these great receivers. They have such great body control, and they can fake you out. In this case, as you described, got there before the ball got to the receiver. Penalty flag had to come out.
It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. On 2nd and 11 now. Bridgewater looking left side. It's complete. He's got it. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. That one good for 14 and a Seahawk first.
As far as tight ends go, this guy's not a speed burner. He's much more of an inline blocking type of a tight end. But how about this last play? Made a nice catch and picked up a first down.
That's what impresses me about him. When he's called upon, he usually gets it done. Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete. Jalen Ramsey right there in coverage to knock it away. They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. Now a give right side. Moss. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. It's a gain of 12, first down Seahawks.
How many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty. Can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary. That led to a really nice gain.
It's a gain of 15, first down Seahawks. On 1st and 10, Bridgewater. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. They were looking to throw, holding on the big right tackle.
That's real simple, partner. Keep your hands inside in the chest area. You're probably okay. You get it out on the shoulders, get them wide. Usually going to pick up a holding call.
And he's going to push his way down to about the 12. 9 big yards on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. On 2nd and 11 now. Bridgewater. And they're not able to hook up there. Complete.
Intended for Ryan Hewitt. Incomplete. It's 3rd down.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
Hey, we got to get this stop here, D.
Bridgewater from the gun on 3rd down. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Intended for DK Metcalf. Incomplete. He was defended by Jalen.
On comes the Seahawk kicker here on 4th down. It's Jason Myers. And Myers able to knock it through. After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. This will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. And last time, they had it 4th and goal, rolled the dice, didn't get it. Now they've got to put that behind them, try to put together another drive.
Yeah, simple tip of the cap, a nod of the head to the defense. Congratulations, you got us last time. But you didn't hold us the whole time. We got down to position where we were able to be in position to score. Let's go ahead and attack again. Continue to have that kind of confidence. Not worry about the one play that didn't allow them to get into the end zone.
And this time they'll be trying to get it into the end zone. We'll see what they do. First down, Los Angeles there with a pickup of 14 yards. Consecutive plays now where that offensive line has really created a lot of space.
And we've seen the confidence rise, haven't we? It borders on arrogance now, and that's that good arrogance, believing you can run the football whenever you get good and ready.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
We got to get to the ball, team. We got to get to the ball. Let's keep moving. Convert.
Hey, let's go. Go, Brown. 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 Bravo.
You ain't doing nothing.
Out of the gun. Goff. He'll get this complete to Cooper Kupp. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. Goff on first down. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. And nearly picked it off. He had a chance to come down with that in the end zone, but it'll wind up just being incomplete.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10.
49, check 49.
12, 12.
Here's Goff. And his throw's going to be incomplete. He was looking for Cooper Kupp there. And it'll bring up 3rd down. So back-to-back incompletions. 3rd down here and 10, but you're still in field goal range.
And that's the thing to keep in mind. They're in field goal range. So now you don't take any unnecessary risks, but you try and find a way to get back to what you were doing earlier in the drive in order to finish this one off.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10.
Hey, Mike's 50, Mike's 50.
Yeah, we're 12.
Again, Goff. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Shaquille Griffin with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. They'll run on first down. It's Moss. And some room to work. And all the way down to the 42. It's a big play there for Seattle. 46 yards on the ground. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
On that play, it was the defensive front that won the battle. They out-leveraged the offensive line, got into the backfield, and held them to no gain.
Mike is 59.
Throwing on 2nd down. Bridgewater. And it's knocked away and incomplete. Defensively, Charles, they continue to really limit this offense as far as yardage goes.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been assignment sound, staying in their lanes, keeping proper leverage, and communicating well, too.
So now 3rd and 10, a big play to start the drive, but nothing since. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Ramsey, and he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line.
When a team's turned it over 3 times in the first half, we just look at the offense and say, guys, what are you doing? But instead, we really should be looking at the defense. They've created the takeaways. 2 interceptions, 1 caused fumble. They played awfully well swarming to the ball here in the first half.
And a 6-yard gain gets them right around the 43. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 43-yard line.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
Tighten down. There you go.
To throw is gone. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Bobby Wagner.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
On first down, it's Moss. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
2 minutes to play in this first half, 7-3 our score. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join, who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have step. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Aaron Donald able to record his 5th sack of the season.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
He's coming. We got double up. It's 59. Like the 59. Here I come.
Third and long for Bridgewater. And a pressure gets to him again. Aaron Donald in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
Are you seeing what I'm seeing? That's 3 sacks now, and this team came into the game in the bottom 5 in the league in sacks.
Yeah, this
What's
is
going on?
It's not been their bread and butter. I don't know. Is a blind squirrel finding a nut, or is this something they can build on?
Well, they found some momentum. They found a crack in that offensive line, and they're putting it to good use.
At their own 44-yard line.
The L.A. offense ready to go for their next drive. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now.
Watch the twist. Watch the twist.
They'll start out on the ground with Gurley. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. It's a gain of 11 and a first down L.A.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
Gurley again here on first down. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Goff. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. Back of the end zone, could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down.
Hey, 5.
Like 50.
5.
From the gun, here's Goff. And that will be incomplete with a clock down now to 13 seconds. Now it's Zerline to try the Ram field goal. This officially a 55-yard attempt. And I don't think this has the carry. It does not. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is. And that's the risk of the long field goal miss here at this stage of the second quarter. You give up great field position.
And that gives them one more opportunity to make something happen and something big. And we've seen crazy stuff happen at the end of halves.
Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Ramsey. And he will be brought down as time is now run out on this first half of action. So we've reached halftime here in a 4-point game. As we'll send you back over to Orlando with our EA Sports Halftime Report, here's Jonathan Coachman. The Rams going to get the football first here, and they look to build on their lead as the second half gets started. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, well, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Here comes carry number 10 for Gurley. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Forcing completion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
It'll be a nickel look here for the Seahawks on third down.
You got nothing.
A shotgun snap for goal. Oh, incomplete. Nearly the pick they needed. They would have loved one there, but at least it does get them to fourth down.
We've seen these defenses make enough opportunistic plays to keep this one low scoring. Flying around, making plays on the ball, and we see yet another errant throw as a result.
And where will this be spotted? The side judge says it went out just across midfield. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And with the way this offense has played thus far, to be frank, they got to feel pretty grateful to be in the ball game.
I would agree with you totally because they've done all of nothing offensively in this game, yet they still find themselves in a position on this drive where a touchdown can give them the lead. They need to take advantage of it.
Yeah, they're still looking for that first touchdown here in the third quarter. All they have so far, the field goal. Well, the catch is made here by Tyler Lockett. First down Seattle on a pickup of 13.
Now that was pretty. They executed that curl route versus zone coverage, and that changes things a little bit because against man, it's often a tight curl, a tight, sharply run route. Against zone, you're just looking for that open spot, that dead area, so you may curl it a little bit wider just to get to that place.
And usually a tight window. He fired a bullet in there for the completion.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
Check, crunch. Switch it.
On 2nd and 11 now. Bridgewater. And his throw is incomplete. Emmanuel Sanders, the intended receiver, and it's third down. This defense trying to do its part, active hands on that play, but their offense hasn't given them much to work with.
So they're not going to worry about it. On their side of the ball, all they're concerned about, can they create some scoring opportunities and help out that offense?
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Open man is Metcalf. He's got it. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams' 21.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
This quarterback now just 5 of 16 throwing the ball, but he's got a 1st and 10. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. Call it a gain of 3, and it'll be 2nd down. Now a give, right side. Moss. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2.
I like the call. Inside the red zone, running the toss. Why? They want to get to the edges. They want to see if guys who don't normally make a lot of tackles are willing to actually do that. That usually means the guys at the cornerback position.
Throwing is Bridgewater. And it'll be intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Ramsey. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And that gives him now 3 interceptions in the game.
Well, someone's locked into what they're trying to get done in the passing game. When was the last time we had someone get 3 in a contest?
2011, wasn't it? Kurt Coleman?
Oh, yeah, that's
then
right.
With the Eagles?
That's right. Then with the Eagles, and I believe it's against Washington and Rex Prescott.
That's correct. The first down run with Gurley, good for only about 3. It's 2nd down now. Making the stop that time, Bobby Wagner.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
Now 2nd and 7 from the 23. Again they run with Gurley. 3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting 3rd and about 4 to go.
Vision is so important for the man in the middle because his ability to look through all the clutter that's happening in front of him, diagnose a play, and then go make it and finish it, that's when the great ones know that they have the goods.
We go, 76, 76.
Mike's by 4. Let's go, D.
Smoke.
Now gone. And able to find Higbee. It's complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. That's a gain of 31 with right around 1 minute to go in the quarter.
1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10.
Hey, Shell.
He's checking.
Goff turns and gives to Gurley. And Gurley, he fumbled it. Gurley fumbles the football. It's loose. And the Seahawks have picked it up. 20. And it's a tremendous return as they finally get him at about the 10-yard line. Always fun to watch a big boy pick it up and go. He may need a little oxygen on it. He may need a lot of oxygen on the sideline.
Not only that, how about you and me trying to balance ourselves up here because you can feel the shaking all the way up to the booth. That big guy trying to get it to the house.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Now a give, right side. Moss. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Seahawks have taken the lead. Jason Myers now for the extra point. And this is no good. It's a missed extra point. Boy, in a tight game, how important might that turn out to be here as the second half rolls along? Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. And last time the turnover on the fumble, and they were in enemy territory, so that had to be very frustrating. Down on the scoreboard here, can't do it again.
You nailed every part of what was frustrating. Down on the scoreboard, had a drive going, had pushed it past the 50-yard line, so they thought they were in striking distance, and to come away with nothing, not a good feeling at all, to put it mildly. Now they can't afford to do that again.
Yeah, now can they get that bad taste out of their mouth here? Back now in Los Angeles. It's been a good one so far, just a 2-point game here as we get set for quarter number 4. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33.
Value 3, value 3.
Hey, one set. Check Mike 54. Mike.
Back to throw, gone. It's hauled in by Brandon Cooks. 7 yards there and a first down.
One of the things you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Goff now, 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10.
You can't block me. You can't block me.
Goff going to hand it to Gurley. Jadeveon Clowney there on the stop.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 44-yard line.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
You don't want none. Pick up the ball. Shell.
54, right there. 54, Mike.
Gone. He's going to air it out deep for Woods. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down. The Rams on 3rd down, just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 7.
Louis.
Here's Goff. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down.
Trying to erase that deficit all at once. One big shot. He took it. Unfortunately for him, incomplete.
1 score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
Hey, one set. Check Mike 54. Mike 54.
Hey, Haywood.
54's Mike. Check. Watch 54. 3 buzz. Mike 5-4. Mike 5.
Go, 12. Let's go.
In your face.
The Rams going for it on 4th. Goff. That's complete to the tight end, Everett. They're able to keep the drive alive. 7 yards that time, and the decision to go for it proves to be a good one. So a challenge is upon us. I tell you, close game, 4th quarter. This is a huge decision.
Oh, no doubt about that, partner. A lot has to be riding on this call. And you know it is a tight one because it has to be indisputable visual evidence in order to change it. Now here's the big question. Do they actually have that evidence?
I'm about to find out. On 1st down, it's Gurley. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So up through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. The 1st down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
Let's go, D.
Hey, one set.
Now gone. And that going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive. knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. Man open, it's Kupp. He's got it. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. A Ram first down as Goff finds Kupp.
First and 10 at the 39-yard line.
We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on first and 10. Back to the workhorse today. It's Gurley. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
I got you, son.
Another carry now for Gurley. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
As big of a play as we've had in this one so far. This is 3rd and 3. Now it's gone. And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard. Line. So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. This for the lead in the final stages. Inside of 2 minutes remaining in a 2-point ball game.
That's our ball. Every time. Keep putting that ball on the ground. That's our ball.
So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. They'll run on first down. It's Moss. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. Wow, a personal foul at this stage in the fourth. Hard to believe.
Really hard to believe, and now that glow of hope that you had begins to flicker out, doesn't it?
Yep. And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. They'll try the left side. Moss. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Another running situation on the doorstep as they come up 2nd and 10. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Moss. The 2nd down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there. And now the question everyone's wondering, look at the clock, late 4th quarter, do they put the ball in the air here on 3rd?
I don't. I run the football, and I tell my offensive line, no leakage up front. I don't want my running back hit as I hand the ball off to him. I don't want any type of an issue. But if I am going to throw it, quick throw, out to the perimeter, maybe one of my best receivers running a quick slant or something like that.
The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 55 seconds remaining in the football game. So the field goal unit is on the field as this is a big spot right here. This from 54 yards away. And this kick is not going to be close. It's well short, well right to boot. And this score will stay right where it is. Charles, 54 yards. I'm surprised that came up short.
I would agree with that one because normally, if he misses, it's accuracy, not length, because he has plenty of leg for that. But maybe it's like I hit my golf shot, maybe it's like my wedge. When you chili dip and you hit the ground ahead of it, sometimes that'll shorten your distance as well.
Now it's gone. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that'll wind up incomplete. Trying to give his man room to run under it, but it's second down. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. They'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, but they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down. Tried to go for the big one there on 2nd down. Now they're likely down to their final 2 plays.
And they've got to keep going for the big shot, right? So defensively, you play what they call top down. Nothing behind you. Make everything get completed in front.
Super one.
He'll look to throw. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down. This defense looking impenetrable now. 3 straight incompletions. They're giving him nowhere to go with the football. Maybe a little frustrated back there?
Oh, there's no doubt about it. When you've missed on 3 straight, there's going to be some frustration. But now he's got to make sure that frustration is temporary, not lingering. Big throw coming up.
Five. Hey, check my 50. Mike gives a 50. Check my 50. Hey, Team 6.
Here we go on 4th. Gone. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off at the 45. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20.
And that one, it's going to hurt big time. You're in the 2-minute drill trying to get your guys down the field, and it's looking like they're going to go up just short, as this is definitely not his best throw. And it'll wind up being intercepted.
So he got free of 1 tackle but couldn't do a whole lot else. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their 2nd, as they stop it with 22 ticks to go in the 4th. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. The Seahawks in victory formation as they go ahead and take the knee. The Rams going to be forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in the game. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
And they will take a knee here. So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. Right hash, 37-yard attempt. Well, Charles, coaches always talk after losses about putting that behind you and moving on. But in a case like this,